is biometrics? Facial recognition, ear scanning, heartbeat monitoring, fingerprint sensor, iris scanning, voice recognition, vein mapping, gait analysis. That means your speech recognition from the stingrays, NSA, part of that biometric database. Wherever you're going on public or governmental devices, surveillance systems, they are capturing your information. Now, it's not legal. It had to be done possibly with a FISA request. But biometrics, it's how you walk, talk, and look. Now, your looks, facial recognition, they have to know what color you are. And to identify you, they're hooked into state, usually Department of Motor Vehicles and the federal government's Social Security. So they know what race and ethnic group you come from. They can get basic general details from that, which is quite extensive. They know your age, your birth date, where you live, your height, your weight, and they can get your iris, your voice. When they're doing all this stuff from the social media, it's collection for that biometric database that they're not really authorized to do, nor are they informing anybody. Who has biometrics? This is a report here from University of Applied Sciences. Biometric authentication, types of biometric identifiers. Page 3 was what I was looking at. Fingerprints, facial recognition, DNA, palm print, hand geometry, iris recognition, scent, odor. Interesting. Behavior types of biometrics. Typing rhythm, gait, and voice, which is speech patterns. Now, who uses biometrics? The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the National Guard, intelligence agencies, and the states. Maryland has a state repository of their own, which should mean most of the states do as well. They used to, back in, I want to say, the 1980s, when they put their surveillance cameras up at the stadiums. I think they began collecting it then. But Homeland Security, Coast Guard, everybody is into the biometrics. So that's what biometrics are and who's using them. Now the thing is, just because they deny it and hide it, they are using this unlawfully on the public. Some of us in some sick fucking freaking ways. But they are using this on the public. And the software they're using is a biometric surveillance tracking and targeting one. The military is tasked with local communities. Asymmetrical warfare. It's the military, armed forces, with the domestic security forces and intelligence agencies within the country. And then it's also outside of that with NATO and the allies. U.S. is not the only one. Russia and China are showing the same thing. These are their leaders, and their allies are too. India, Iran. They're not some skimpy little nations. This situation is such that if anything would happen where, say, NATO's biometric system couldn't protect their allies, then you have Iran's NATO system that could darn well hit Israel, wipe them out. Thing is, they can also use it on their own people and wipe them out. See, it's not being addressed. And where it is being addressed, it's being kept from everybody else that should know we have a hazard. It's not just you're violating our privacy. This has the capability of wiping out entire populations, individuals, families, races, ethnic groups. You know, it's a serious situation, and nothing more to say.